So in today's world, when our people are struggling to, establish themselves in an organization, in a society, in a family, I think inner guidance is more important.
How can organizations like today's organizations, which are going through so much of anxiety and stress, business leaders, especially CEOs, how can they put this practice in their daily lives? Or how can rather they prepare themselves to accept this and
Well, acceptance is the main thing. Do you think you need it? Once you think you really need something like this, something that can take you further in your consciousness, if it can help you make decisions faster, if it can make you emotionally stable, if it can make you wiser, if it can make you rightfully discriminative, and if it can make you heartfully rich, then this is the way. I do believe that, I should not go also into spirituality or things like this so much that my family life suffers. At the same time, I should not go into material proliferation so much that my spiritual life suffers. I must be able to integrate them both masterfully. Not being able to do that will be like a bird trying to fly with one wing, and that will be a tragic situation. And that is why there is frustration, anxiety, tension, depression. So in today's world, when our people are struggling to, establish themselves in an organization, in a society, in a family, I think inner guidance is more important. Inner guidance coming from your own heart, very clearly it must come. Then it has some value to it. See? So meditation promotes, though not directly, but indirectly, it will lead us to permanent happiness. And that is only the beginning. It's a stepping stone. Happy mind is more creative. So if you are going to be a creative person, see, take a time, go back, relax, pause, and see how creative you can become. Calm mind can create much more than a turbulent mind.
you started out also as a young entrepreneur at
Yeah.
one point of time. How did that meditation help you uh, through that journey, through that stressful journey of becoming somebody, of wanting to be successful?
Mm. Well, I started my first business in pharmacy when I was 24. That was in New York City. And like many of the immigrants, we didn't go with tons of wealth. I went with $20 in my pocket. See? But I had tremendous courage. I will make it. And of course, the system also was so good. The system is always promoting the entrepreneurs. I started with very little amount, $10,000 from my pocket. And time came when I more or less retired in 2003. We had almost 14 drugstores in New York City. Yeah? And to me personally, it is more satisfying. During that period, the guidance that I got within from my heart was amazing, tremendously amazing. What to do next, whom to hire, is this person right? Sometimes you find something not very right happening around you in the business world, and you try to be revengeful if you are not very careful, see. But you hold back. If an employee makes a mistake, it is natural that you might get upset, but then hold back on their anger and then see what to do and how to improve the situation. Because once you fire someone, there is no other expert going to come back. He is also going to make mistake. So it is better to allow that person to learn from his mistake rather than replace him. Now I tell you, the employees I have since 1984 are still with us. No one has left. And each chain, it continues like that. And now we have quite a number of stores now, say, in New York City, which are being looked after my associates with whom I started then. And they're all flourishing very well. And all of them meditate. In times of trouble, if at all it comes, I think it's best to close your eyes and see for yourself. But the wiser thing would be not allow the trouble to surface in first place by not taking wrong decisions. You always take rightful decision when you have a meditative mind.
So this is a very important part that you talked about the team,
Mm.
like they also meditate, and
Yes.
hence there is that kind of. How can leaders do that in their organizations? How can they build this culture of heartfulness in
Mm.
their organizations?
Well, I tell you, in 80s and for most part of 90s, Bulls, the basketball team from Chicago, led by Michael Jordan, right? Phil Jackson was their coach. He would ensure that the team players, at least for 10 minutes, they would close their eyes and sit quietly and meditate. This particular team, I mean, they ruled. They were champions for years after years after years. And when Phil Jackson moved from Bulls to, I think, LA Lakers, there too he started teaching meditation there. Lakers became again the champions. It shows something, you see, that team together, when they resonated mentally at same level, the reciprocity is there. And if there is some sort of enmity because of whatever may have happened, meditation washes it, cleans it away from your heart. Because you can't remain conscientious and also entertain bad feelings about your teammate. You'd confess to your friend and say, I'm sorry, I've been thinking like this, I should not be. So you'll end up mellowing yourself, you'll become cleaner from inside. And this is also one of the practice that we offer in Heartfulness, how to keep our intentions cleaner, clearer, and something that can not only benefit me but benefit rest of us. Also, this aspect of cleaning that we adopt as a practice, it's almost like meditation. It is done in the evening. With this cleaning, we are able to let go of any complexities or opinions or impressions that we form about someone or about ourselves. We try to get rid of it. It's like they say, no, you go to sleep with clear conscience, your life will be better. That's what we try to do, see. How to remain with a clear conscience. You cannot just have it by wishing, you better do something about it. Adopt some practice that can help you do it.